Hi, welcome to Section 420, Talkin Yankees. And with 16 games under the belt, looks like we actually might have a team here. Not even the most optimistic Yankee fan saw this coming. So opening day, Tanaka gets bombed, and the team gets off to a 1-4 start. But then something miraculous happens. That Sunday game at Baltimore, they have a great comeback, return to Yankee Stadium for opening day, and go on an 8-1 homestand. Two good turns with the pitching rotation. Michael Pineda almost throws a perfect game. And overall, they stand at 10-6, second place in the AL East. And overall, there's just an optimism about this team that we haven't seen in almost maybe 5 years. And this spring surge by the Yankees has been a combination of pitching and power. Third in the league in slugging percentage, fifth in runs scored. Remember last season, it was like pulling teeth to get any runs for this team. And team ERA, 3.02, fifth in the league, not too bad. And it's not just the young baby bombers that are uplifting this roster. It's a lot of these old veterans we've been complaining about. Jacoby Ellsbury, as well as Brett Gardner. Looks like, they got more life in their legs. I don't know what happened. Maybe it's the competition from the young kids. But Aaron Hicks, he's off to a great start. He hit 2 home runs. Actually, that one game, he hit 2 home runs that switch hitter from both sides of the plate. It's a great feat. He's been chipping in. But most of all, Chase Headley, the guy who I've been killing all last season, batting .377 with 3 home runs. Now, if this team was going to go anywhere this season, they needed the starting pitching to be at least comparable, but it's been better than that. Okay, Tanaka got off to a bad start, but he's right himself on the side. All right, CC had a little bad start, but overall, he's been great. But the two guys that really need to have a good season for the Yankees, Michael Pineda, Luis Severino, they've both been fabulous so far. I know Severino, the wins, losses aren't really there, but he's given the team a lot of innings, so you don't have to go to the bullpen early. And Pineda has just been, okay, the one bad start in Tampa, but after that, he's just been phenomenal. And it looks like Jordan Montgomery has locked up the 5th starter spot for the Yankees, at least for now. 2 strong performances, and if you're a good left-hander for the New York Yankees, you'll probably stay for a while. And the bullpen has been spectacular, which you would expect with Joe Girardi running the helm. And early on, when the starters weren't giving them much length, getting great long relief just so when it turned into a complete disaster. And then when the starters doing well, Betances, Chapman closing out like they always do. Not everyone's off to a great start. Greg Pert has been struggling out of the gate. Initially hurt his foot, then he had a flu for a while. He was out of lineup. His timing's all out of whack. Great to hit a first home run, but Chris Carter, terrible. Has like 0 home runs. I mean, if you're going to bat 200, that's fine, but you got to hit a home run once in a while. If he continues to not perform like this, I say within a month, they're just going to DFA him. And Didi Gregorius has now started his rehab assignment. Gary Sanchez should be back in about 2 or 3 weeks, but really there's no rush in those 2 guys because they're replacements. Both Austin Romine behind the plate as well as Torres at shortstop have done a wonderful job filling in. Now, I know this is supposed to be the Gary Sanchez year, and it still might be when he gets back, but really Aaron Judge has stepped up as the guy for the New York Yankees. Already with 5 home runs, 12 RBIs, but it's not just the home runs, it's the way he hits them. They're like 400, 500 feet, these bombs. And even during batting practice, people come to see him. He whiffs like that, and they go over the Mohegan Sun sign. I think one of those Aaron Judge home runs went over the center field wall and ended up here at the McDonald's across the street. So I'm going to go look for that baseball. I know it's here somewhere. I think I found a syringe. He could be the guy to sort of draw in fans, increase ticket sales. Or if you're flipping through the channel, you see Aaron Judge is up. All right, wait, don't flip yet. Let me see what he does. He might hit a 500-foot home run. All right, he did great. Then he flipped to something else. In the past couple of Aprils, there's always like a gloomy cloud over the team. They always get off to a bad start. They can't score any runs. There's a lot of rain out games. The stadium's empty. The pitches are terrible. This season, it just feels different. Yeah, 10-6. I'm not planning on any World Series visits right now. I'm not putting my chair on the Canyon of Heroes. But there's just an optimism about the team. People are excited about the team. And yes, there's probably the young guys. But again, those veterans, they're playing up to their contracts. And it's just all coming together. And now this is a team where I don't know if I put them yet as competing for the AL East crown, but definitely a wild card contender. But it's a good time in April for New York sports. Yankees are doing good. Mets struggling a little bit. Don't worry, they'll be fine. Knicks completely suck. What else is new? But hey, playoff hockey. Go Rangers.